Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some it's not, and the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it. Somebody in my comments section, they asked me if I could look into the story that's on, that's all over the news, that's on, the internet about Felicia Johnson. And when I started looking into some stuff about this, they already know who did what, pretty much. What I get from this is Felicia did not want her maybe family members to know. This is just my opinion, y'all. She's young, and a lot of young women, they're on this online dating stuff, and they meeting up with people, and they don't want their family to know because I guess they're embarrassed about it, or maybe or something like that. It seems as if she might have lied about she was going to look for a job and she was really going to meet with somebody. That's what it seems like. It's weird. The whole thing is weird. The owner of the club where she said she was going to, check out a job at, they said that there was no application, no paperwork on her at all, stuff like that. So it seemed as if she didn't even go there. I'm not even sure that she even went there or not. They don't have cameras outside of the place, so you couldn't tell if she left there with anybody, if she was there. There's information that came out later that this guy, it's hard to pronounce his name, y'all. Nawabadu or something like that. There's information coming out that, he responded to one of her online ads. So she got some kind of online ad, I guess, to meet people. Okay, and he responded to it. And I guess she met up with him on the 15th, I guess. But there is information coming out that April the 16th, there is actual footage of, and information coming out that of her last whereabouts. So, from what they're saying in the news, she was last seen at the Intercontinental Hotel. Okay, and they're saying that he ordered her an Uber. This guy that she met up with, he ordered her Uber, and they're saying that the Uber took her to one of his old addresses, which I thought was odd. This whole little part right here is kind of weird. That the Uber took her to somewhere he used to stay, and then after the Uber took her there, then he picked her up from where he used to stay. So I thought that was odd. Like, why didn't he just pick her up from the hotel? It was like he didn't want people to know that, maybe he didn't want to be seen on camera. I don't know, y'all. It's just odd to me, the whole thing. The fact that she was going to his old apartment, it still was going to lead right back to him anyway. So I don't get that part. But anyway, they said he picked her up, and they went back to his place, okay, his apartment in South Richmond. And after she went back to his place to South Richmond, this is when it seemed like everything went left, okay. They're saying that they found some belongings of hers, with blood on them, like her phone and her purse. They said they found it at Bear Creek Park, which is not good, y'all. That's not good. They also saying that This guy, he was seen, or there's like records of him with a shovel in the car and the toy, all kind of criminal stuff in the car, knives and kind of, this is the kind of stuff they saying that was in his car. And I guess he's missing and she's missing right now, I guess. Okay, y'all, because they say he was arrested, but he was let go for something else. And then he was let go. And then, this is what I'm hearing. Okay, only thing I know, I started playing with some numbers, y'all. Okay, I started playing with some numbers. And when I started playing with some numbers, I just got a real eerie feeling when I started playing with these numbers and his name and all this kind of stuff. And I just felt some type of way. Like, I just started feeling like she got in the car with a demon, y'all. This guy, he has, most likely he got some kind of accent. So a lot of females, they're drawn to guys with accents. Okay. And for some reason, I don't know why a lot of people, and this is, a lot of black women that I know, they always feel like, when they see the news and they see that somebody, some kind of person that's going to take somebody and do some stuff to them, they always see it as somebody, that's white or something like that, or another race. They never see their own race as being somebody like this. But it's a lot of people that's out here that's very demonic. And it takes a person that's demonic to do the things that they're doing out here. Okay, they said that he had shovels in his car, that he had knives in his car, he had a gun in his car. He had all kind of weapons, y'all. Okay. And like I said, when I start playing with some numbers, I'm gonna show y'all something that I just want to show y'all this. It might not mean nothing, but then it might mean something. Okay. But this is the guy right here. And like I said, a lot of women, somebody have an accent, they're drawn to that. Sometimes people be looking for something different. They want to like date outside of their race, or they want to date something that's different than what they're normally dating. And when people get, a lot of women, I know a lot of African American women, they run into somebody with an accent and it sounds so sexy to them, and especially if they're, the same color they are, they feel like they're safe with people. But you have to realize that a lot of people that have these accents, not all of them, but a lot of them, they're not from here. And they're from other places. And sometimes when they're from other places, you don't know what they dibble and dabble in. Okay, y'all? A lot of people is out here dibbling and dabbling in demonic witchcraft bullcrap. Okay, y'all? And like I said, when I started messing around with numbers and stuff started popping up, and I was just like looking at these things, and I was like, this is so weird to me. But at the same time, I got a lot of eerie feelings from this, that this poor child, she got in the car with the wrong person. And I hope that a lot of women, pay attention to her story and keep up with this, because there's a lot of young women out here that's, I don't know why they think that a man can save them. You have to care about yourselves out here. You have to, take care of yourself. You can't just think that a man is going to take care of you. Okay? And that you're going to just get a come up on, a easy come up. Sometimes, it pays to, take your time and, get a little job or do something and take care of your own self, instead of just trying to get this fast, easy money real quick. And it ends up not turning out the way you thought it was going to turn out. Okay? And I just want to pull up some of the stuff that came up when I was like playing around with numbers, y'all. This is the guy that, responded to her ad, that the police is looking for him now. Okay? Now, this is his name. And I want y'all to pay attention to make this a little bit smaller. Pay attention to his name, y'all. And these numbers, how they add up. Um, 215, 71, 271, 91. And the number that's underneath it is 8811. So there's the 8 under the 215, the 8 under the 71, a 1 under the 271, and a 1 under the 91. And ritualistic killing. Look at the numbers, y'all. Excuse me, 215, 89, 271, 127, but it's still the 8811 up under there as well. This also popped up. 3 more lives gone. And when this popped up, I thought that was odd because I was like, the way he did this girl, this female, he acted as if it was nothing for him to, spend the night with her. Allegedly, I guess he spent the night with her on the 16th because she was leaving from hotels and all this stuff, fancy places. So he might have a little money. Most likely he spent the night or whatever with her, and then wanted to meet up with her the next day and hang out with her or whatever, And he turns around and does some most likely things that is unimaginable to her. Because if you're finding blood, in areas, because this is what they're saying now, that they're finding blood. She's from San Diego, California, but she went to Houston, Texas. Now, the family, when the story first came out, like I told you, they were saying that she traveled to Houston because she got family there and she was trying to find a job. So maybe she was trying to move there or whatever. But maybe she had been communicating with this guy back and forth, and due to the fact that he lived in Houston and she had family there, she figured that she could go and, go meet up with this guy, and, maybe it was somebody that she was going to like or whatever. And, maybe she was going to tell her family about it later, which was a bad idea, because if you're going to meet with somebody or this or that and that and this, she should have told them everything, okay? Soon as I saw this, y'all, it made me think that this is not the first time he done this, is it? He did it with ease, like it was nothing, okay? And he went to the stores and everything, and he was going and buy supplies so that he can, do away maybe with, her body and stuff like that. But when this popped up, it made me think, is there, has he done this before? It says 3 more lives gone. This popped up under the numbers. And as y'all can see, they match up perfectly. And it has 8811 up under these two, 215, 98, 271, 91. I was like, this is so odd. So weird. Now, if you think this is weird, I want y'all to pay attention to something else. Okay? Now, this is too weird, too. His name pops up. And these same numbers, similar numbers, okay, pop up. Leave immediately popped up. And that's probably what she should have did. When she even first met him, she should have just left immediately, because it must have been some red flags. There's some, and she just wasn't noticing it. And the door was shut. It made me think about the car. When she got in that car, it was over with. That this guy is sick. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you all some more stuff that I was pulling up. That this is the part that was really eerie to me about the numbers, how stuff was coming up. Those same numbers, 8811, these things were popping up. Okay? Seal of auricularis, or something like that. Auricularis. Skull and crossbones. These things were popping up too. And as you can see, the 8811, same thing. 8811. The reverse ordinal is the same. The English ordinal is the same. The full reduction is the same. I want y'all to just pay attention to these numbers. Same thing that was popping up with these over here that we just looked at. Okay? 215, 7191 with his name. These things start popping up. And if a lot of people, they don't believe in, the evilness that's going on in the world. But, when stuff add up like this, you got to pay attention to it. Okay? And then when I put in skull and crossbones, this is what was popping up. These things right here was popping up. She got in a car and she was, responding back through her messages or whatever, however, that they were responding back and forth to each other. She was responding to a demon, y'all. A serious demon. Very demonic person. And, I started getting teary-eyed. The more I just kept going and just looking at some of this stuff, I started getting teary-eyed. Like, this baby went through some stuff when she met up with this guy, and then, when he just turned from Mr. Nice Guy to this monster that he really was in the first place. The seal of orichalcos, or what, orichalcos, the number is 8811. This is what was popping up when I put, images in there. And y'all see what these crosses mean. Y'all already know what these crosses mean. Demonic, these people that worship the devil, Illuminati mess. This is what is popping up. And these numbers are adding up with this man. I thought this was so weird, y'all, and sick, that I was like just getting a bad feeling, y'all. These are the things that was coming up with his name. There's no way she should have been meeting up with this guy. No way, no how. Okay? When I put her name in, and pyramids and stuff like that was coming up. And y'all know that's a part of this Illuminati mess too. These pyramids and stuff like that, and the skull and bones and all of this mess. Look at these numbers, how they adding up, y'all. When I put this pyramid paddock, and these are the images that were coming up. And another thing that tripped me out right here on this picture right here, I'm going to try to blow it up a little bit, is this ground right here. Because it looked as if, this is like some concrete over the ground or something like that. And it just made me think about him with the shovel. Okay? Where did he bury this woman's body at? That's what it made me think about. Like, where did he bury her at? When I saw that come up. This is a sad situation. And this is another picture, but I still kept that over there. But just look at the, the ground, like, like it's... This was coming up when you put up the paddock, okay, pyramid. All these pyramids. Now, another thing came up. I don't know if this means anything, y'all, because I don't know if I'm the person to do this, okay? Because I just play around with it and just see what pops up and stuff like that. But another thing popped up was a specific place, okay, y'all? And I want y'all to look at these numbers. Now, they say they found her phone. I thought this was weird when this popped up, beware of the bear. Because this is where they found her phone at Bear Creek Park. And this another thing popped up, Camp Creek Road. This popped up, and the numbers added up. Now these numbers says 113592386, but underneath each number has another number. 5 is under the first one, 5 is under the second one, 4 is under the third one, 4 is under the fourth one. So it's 5544. And it's the same thing with under the bridge. Okay, I got 5544. The same reverse ordinal and the same reverse full reduction. And then I looked at this popped up, Creek Road, Camp Creek Road. And this is when I first started, listening to the stories and the news reports. So when this popped up, I put in Camp Creek Road because I thought that maybe she was taken from, the place where she was telling everybody she was at. The Cover Girls place, the nightclub. So I put in the nightclub, distance from the nightclub to the Camp Creek Road, wherever that is, in Houston, and 111 popped up in distance. And I was like, whoa, this is weird. So I know people are looking for her right now. So I was, I threw this up there anyway, but it might not mean nothing, but I threw it up there anyway. But look how everything lines up with the first one and the last one. The English Ordinal 113 for reduction 59, the 238 reverse ordinal, and the reverse full reduction is 76, y'all. And this is the last place that she had to have been because they found her at Bear Creek Park. Well, they didn't find her. They found her phone and they found her purse not too far away from there. And I just thought that was odd that lined up so perfectly. And then I put it in the map to see how far distance this is. So I put these two together, the bear, beware the bear, and then I put the, this one up to show you all how the numbers line up. So like I said, I went from the distance between the Camp Creek Road, Texas, and the 10310 West Little North Road in Houston, which is where, they said she was at first, that the Uber picked her up from there. But we don't even know if that's true anymore. So this could just be, something I'm just was playing with. But look at it, it's 1 hour and 11 minutes away. So that was the 111. I thought that was odd, y'all. I really did. But this part right here, like I said, it could not mean anything for the simple fact that they got footage of her leaving the hotel. They got information from the Uber that she was taken to his, old apartment, where he used to live at. And then he picked her up from that apartment and took her to his other apartment, which I didn't understand. What was the purpose of him going to the old address just so he could turn around and pick her up and take her to the new apartment where he is now, I guess. So I didn't understand all of that movement, y'all. Okay, I'll try to keep an eye and just keep listening in to what's going on with this case. But one thing's for surely sure is she met up with a demon. He didn't seem like a demon when she first met him. He seemed like he was nice and all of that good stuff, because this is how guys are when you first meet them. They're so sweet. They're opening up the doors and they just going out their way to please you. Okay, and I don't know what happened at what point that he turned to something else, but that's what he was in the first place. As you can see, all the skull and bones and all this stuff popping up. That's what he was. Okay, them wolves in sheep clothes? And the Bible tell you that the most attractive angel that God made was the devil. I don't know why people, put up the horns and all this stuff, and they always acting like this is how the devil looks, but the devil is very attractive, and this is how he can, deceive people. You're seeing somebody that's looking one way, but they really underneath is something totally different. My heart aches for this female right here. It really does. It aches for her because I don't think she's no longer with us. Just from the stuff that they found makes you know that he was going to bury her somewhere. And are they going to find her? I don't know. I know some more stuff that was popping up that I didn't put up here. And the reason why I didn't put it up is because it was different hotels was popping up when I started looking up her, their information and stuff. Hotels was popping up, but when I got to the video that they had got surveillance from a hotel on the 16th, I didn't even feel the need to put that up, but it was like 2 or 3 hotels was popping up, and I was like, that was odd that was coming up too. This is a sad situation right here, y'all. I really don't know much to say. I don't know what more I can add to this because it is what it is. She and a lot of people, I've been, I read some of the comments of people what they were saying that she shouldn't have even met up with somebody, and if you live this type of life, this kind of stuff happens. But I know it's a harsh thing for the people to just come out and say, but sometimes you have to give people tough love. It don't mean that you trying to be disrespectful, you trying to be rude or whatever. Sometimes people need to hear what they need. You need to tell them. Because if everybody just keep lying to you and pretending like, you know, everything that you're doing is okay and this and that and that and this, and people that just don't bring it to you in the raw and be like, girl, you shouldn't be out here living like this. You kind of living foul. You putting yourself in harm's way by doing the things you're doing. I know people want to meet people, but it's a way to do things. Even when you dating somebody, meet at a public place. When you first meet somebody, you don't just have people coming to your house. You just don't meet somebody online and go meet up with them out of town somewhere. It just, you can't do those things. I mean, back in the days, people did it more than, they used to do it, and it wasn't so much stuff as it is now. But now, it got like so much more worse. It's some really sick people out here. It's people that your kids is going to school with now that is sitting right next to them in the classroom, and their parents are at home practicing witchcraft and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's a lot of stuff going on that you don't know about, and you have to be very careful. You really do. You have to be careful with your kids. You have to be careful with your teenagers. You have to be careful as adults. You have to be smarter than what, people are out here doing right now. It's just some things you just cannot do. Did she know better? It seems like she knew better because she was lying to people, allegedly. I don't know the full story, but her family thought that she was somewhere else, but she was down there meeting up with somebody that she had met online. So she wasn't telling them everything, y'all. And that's not smart to do. She seems to have a family that cared about her, especially her father. He been like all over the place trying to find out what's going on. You can tell that he's in a lot of pain. She got friends that's coming forward that cared about her. So I just don't understand why she didn't tell people what she was doing. Even if she was going to Houston where she had other family members at, she should at least told them where I'm going to meet up with somebody I met. Told them his name, information, all of that. Something. Like, I wouldn't have did it, but ladies, y'all have to be careful out here. I don't care who it is y'all going to meet. You have to be careful out here in these streets. And it doesn't matter what kind of job they got, if they doctors, if they this, they that, and that. You still have to be careful of people. Because I know people let their guards down when they got, when people got good jobs. And you're thinking that they're in a position where you can trust this person because he is a police or he is, a firefighter. But it's some sick people out here. You cannot trust everybody. You really can't. And I know a lot of females that play Russian roulette with their own self, meeting up with people back in the days, and they can sit back now and be like, man, thank God that I, didn't run into somebody like that because I let my guards down and did that before. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, I hope that people are taking heed to this because you cannot just run around here meeting up with any old body. You can't. You got to do some background checks on folks. And even when you're doing background checks with folks, you still got to be careful. And she was going to not only one of his places of residence, she was going wherever he told her to go. He sent Ubers sending her to his old apartments. Then he came and picked her up and was taking her to his other apartment. She was all over the place with him. I mean, something should have clicked in her head as to why am I at his old apartment and now I'm at his new apartment. You know, something should have clicked. Something should have clicked in her head that something ain't right about this picture. And it just makes you wonder, like, what was she doing at the old apartment where he used to live? Why did she go there? Was she waiting outside? Was she waiting at somebody's house? Do he still have keys there? You know, I don't understand that part, y'all. I really don't. I really have to do some more digging into this because that alone sounds weird to me. That a Uber picked her up from a hotel and took her to his old residence. That was really odd to me. Did she go stay at a friend's house until he come to pick her up? Like, something is odd about that. So I gotta do a little bit more digging. I don't know everything, but if anybody is coming in the comment section that can fill me in on some extra stuff that I don't know, you're welcome to it, because I'm not understanding a lot of stuff on how this went down. And did she tell anybody? Did she tell her best friend? Because her best friend came forward and was like, I'm the one that did her nails before she left. And it makes you wonder, like, did she tell her anything that she was going to meet up with some guy while she was there? Just a lot of unanswered questions, y'all. Okay? But one thing we know for sure, this show, this guy was very demonic. Very demonic. And it takes a demonic person to be able to take somebody out for no earthly reason, to the point where you got to go and bury them somewhere, and you going to get shovels and stuff. That takes a demon to do something like that, y'all. So be careful, be careful of the things that you're doing out here. The face might look innocent, but this right here was a very, very sick individual, y'all. Okay? Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks so much for watching, y'all. Peace.